Hey guys, today we're taking a look at the knockoff Magic Square upscaled Menasor. Pretty much it's all the Stunticons from the Magic Square Legends scale combining set, but this is the knockoff upscale, pretty much. I bought this for like $100, not even, on AliExpress. And I think it's not bad. I bought this at the tail end of 2025, and I originally did not like it. Um, I when it all arrived, the trailer obviously came like this, but once I transformed it, this was my first experience with skeleton combiners before I bought Superion. But after I did the transformation again, just recently, finding the time to do it, I was able to flip it back and forth, and I'm starting to fall in love with the thing a little more. You got your 5 Stunticons here. You got Breakdown, Wild Rider, Dead End, Motor Master, and Dragstrip. And it's safe to say they do turn out to be really good cars. I'm not going to say which vehicle is which because honestly I am not too sure about these specific models. All I know is he's a F1 car of some kind. He's a Kenworth. He's a Porsche. He's a Ferrari. And that's a Countach. That's the only car I really know. And I will say, I like this. It's a good set. I don't have anything to scale with it, but I have fun with each individual robot. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It does come with accessories. A bag full of accessories. And we will get into that when we get to robot mode. If we were to start with the cars, I want to talk about Breakdown, because honestly, Breakdown is my favorite out of the guys, out of these guys at least. I love the Countach. Every time I see a Countach, I think of the movie Cannonball Run, with Burt Reynolds and them in it. And it's just that opening scene for the movie is where I love I love that movie, and I like the Countach. It's one of my favorite Lamborghinis. But no, he's a fairly simple figure. Transform him to the... Okay, here's how it's going to work. So these two transform the same, Wild Rider and Breakdown. Obviously, Dead End and Dragstrip transform differently. So when I transform Breakdown, it's gonna do the same thing for him. So I'm gonna skip, but we're gonna pull out these bits of the car here, slide everything down, work the foot as well as flip it all the way around, push her in, make sure it tabs in. Same thing for the other foot. There we go. Flip around, flip out the foot, and tab it in, like so. Next, we're just going to come to the front, bring that down, bring that out, shift the arms down like so, extend his arms like so, and then we can flip up Breakdown's head. Lastly, we'll just bring the entire backpack in, and that is my Legends Breakdown. That is my Legend Scale Breakdown. And I thought that was pretty neat. And we're going to deal with him quickly. There we go. Dead End, his transformation's a little different. Got to pop the rear spoiler off before we do anything. So we're going to bring the rear bumper down, flip these sections of his car around, but don't force it all the way yet. I will say his transformation is cumbersome, in my opinion. Cumbersome, I mean. Pull out this section of the car. There we go. Flip it around. Make sure things are getting out of everything's way. So it would be like that. Then you can shift this entire section down, like so. Bring that in. Make sure everything is aligned properly and tabbed in, obviously. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I always hated this portion of his transformation. There we go. His tolerances just feel a little too tight. Take off the front section of the car, rotate his head around. Then we can bring down the arms like so. Same there. Make sure everything tabs into place. Extend the arms, rotate the hands. And that is dead end pretty much transformed. Oh, before I forget, gotta put the spoiler back on. There we go. And Dead End's robot mode is really nice, just like the rest of them. Lastly, for the Carbots, I'm going to deal with Drag Strip here. His is very simple. We're just going to shift down, or shift these out, the rear wheels. These we will just bring forward like so. I'm going to split the legs, which frees up a lot of this. Flip up that engine piece. Clear what will become his arms, and shift it all down like so. Wheels go to the side of the feet, like there. And then this will flip around and form a heel for Drag Strip. Rotate the waist around. Separate everything here at the top, shifting the wheels down. The front bonnet will come backwards. Then we can just extend the arms, spin them around, and then spin his hands around. Likewise on this side, rotate, rotate, pull. And that is Drag Strip in his robot mode. And that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Lastly, we are going to deal with Motormaster, who is, in my opinion, the most complex, but at the same time, very fun transformation. So we're going to shift these wheels around, like so. Flip in, oh, nope, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we're going to pull out the sides of the cab. Oh, not doing that. Shift them down, make the knees. Spread the legs. I'm going to fold out that section there. Bringing out the faux cab. Rotating this bit here. Make sure everything's lined up. So then we can close the back panel and flip around the gas tank. Making sure everything's tabbed into place. There we go. Same for this side. Faux cab. Flip around. Oh, come on. Motormaster kept on fighting me. But that is my G1 Stunticons in their robot modes. And that's pretty cool. For articulation, I'm pretty much just going to talk about the one robot, being Breakdown, because they all share the same points of articulation. So, head is on a ball joint, he can go all the way around. Little wiggle waggle. Arms can do a full 360, can go out that far. Bicep swivel. 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. Waist swivel can do a full 360. Ab crunch forward and way back. Leg can go forward that far, can go back that far, can go out that far. Thigh swivel, knee joint, and foot positions. And that's pretty cool. And I will say, them holding their weapons, they look like a really unified team, and I like that a lot. And I will say, just for a comparison, here he is with a Stormtrooper. It's just a lousy Stormtrooper I have. One more time. Eee! Now, we're going to go into the trailer, and subsequently, our Menasor. And I will say, for how small of a trailer the skeleton was in, I am impressed with how much it mass shifted. Like, just going to bring the camera down a little bit. The Stormtrooper I had earlier, that's the same Stormtrooper. This thing grew exponentially. Obviously, knockoff tolerances are going to be a little off. But other than the gimpy arm, I am super, super pleased with how this knockoff, I just knocked the Stormtrooper down. How this knockoff just feels and looks. Articulation is all there. Head is on a, it's basically on a peg, but it's on a, it's on a swivel. That's the word I was looking for. You can look left and right. His eyes do glow. Like so. Arms, they can do a full 360. Like so. They can go out that far. They got a bicep swivel. Just under 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, knocking stuff off. Wrist and individually articulated fingers. So you can give them a nice point. Or just leave it in a fist. I got bits falling off now. Fix that after. Waist swivel, he can do a full 360. He does have a forward-facing ab crunch, which is really nice. His legs can go... Oh, correction. His hip skirts have articulating bits. Legs can go forward that far, can go back that far, can go out that far. Thigh swivel, below the knee swivel, 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and foot articulation, which is really nice. And he does have his weapons. Just going to plug that back in. He comes with, let me try and find them, his mighty broadsword. So you can use those well-articulated hands, open them up after doing the Spider-Man pose. And there is a tab on the hilt of the sword, which you're supposed to line up. There's a little divot, like right there. That's where it's supposed to sit. I find it's calling me a liar this time. Once you plug it in, you can wrap those meaty hands around it. And you can go slash, 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 slash. Heel falls apart in the process. And he also comes with his mighty Menasor blaster. That's what I call it. And the same deal, you open the hand like so, and we can grab the blaster, try and line it up with the tab inside the hand, then we can wrap the meaty hands around it. And Gimp Arm. This does have two configurations. For the robot mode, for the combined form, you can have it in G1 accurate, which is what this is supposed to be. But you also do come with the optional switch out chest, 2 thigh bits right here, a new crotch, and, my opinion, the superior head, which also does light up. This is meant to be more toy accurate, but once the video is done, I'm going to switch it to toy accurate because I like that a lot better. I know I did not do the comparisons with the individual bots because I don't have anything to go with it, but for comparison, I'm going to bring in the only other combiner I know I have that does the whole combining thing. That is not Devastator or Superion. Is the Combiner Wars Menasor. This is mainly the eBay special version. So we've got G2 Motormaster, Dead End, I believe. No, Wild Rider. And Breakdown here. I've got Dead End down on my Combiner Wars shelf. But the other arm is just Power of the Prime's Jazz. And you can see he pretty much stands the same way as Combiner Wars Devastator does. But getting that out of the way, I think that is pretty much it. So this is the Magic Square Knockoff Upscale Menasor. And it's a really good toy. I was afraid of it at first because I did not know... Correction, I did not understand the transformation for the trailer. I only got it through the one transformation at the beginning because I was honestly scared of it because I had a piece break off. It's actually a piece right there on the chest. But now I actually quite enjoy the transformation on this thing. If you guys like the video, let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.